First, there was the icon that is Xerjoff's Erba Pura, and then they decided to give us a flanker, shall we say. And now we have Xerjoff's Erba Gold, and this is the one we're going to talk about. Let's get on into it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. The Sam Marie here. Yes, we're doing a dedicated review on Xerjoff's Erba Gold. This beauty right here, y'all, we gotta talk about this scent because I have heard a lot of buzz about this one. I remember when it was first talked about to me, got on my radar, and I said, ooh, interesting. Mainly because this one wasn't immediately just out and about to everyone, and we'll talk more about that one. But as always, when it comes to dedicated fragrance reviews, I rate fragrances by 4 categories. The first category is mood, and that is simply, how does this fragrance make me feel? When do I see myself wearing it? What time of year? What type of event? We talk about it there. Second category is strength, and that's on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being, this ain't nothing but water in a pretty bottle, to 10 being nuclear powerhouse juice. Third category is longevity, and that is how many hours long lasting is this fragrance. Then the fourth and final category is simply, is this a compliment getting fragrance? Yes or no? And we talk about it there. Lipstick of the day today, everyone. I decided to wear this beautiful color right here. It's been a minute, had to dig it out. This is MAC Mangrove right here. It's a deep coral type of color. Let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, beauty details as well as all information about the fragrance and things will be in the description box as well, so you don't have to ask questions about it. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and since this is a dedicated review, it's obviously going to be the belle of the ball, and that is this beauty right here, Xerjoff's Erba Gold. Yes, and this is the big bottle. Oh yeah, we went all the way there. So now let's get into the specs and backstory of this fragrance, as always. So the thing about this fragrance is it's not new-ish, it's new-ish. It's weird. So this fragrance originally came out in 2016. However, it was a Selfridges exclusive at the time, meaning over the pond for me. And then eventually they decided to run it back, revamp the packaging and things. Instead of doing the traditional velvet that we normally used to see like here on my Erba Pura version, they gave it a more hard shell, shall I say, this style now. This is the new style as well as also the main packaging too. Then they re-released it to the world. Everyone, any store could get it, what have you, that sells niche fragrances in fall of 2023. So that is the backstory of this scent. Yes, people have mentioned it. People have talked about it before, but it wasn't available to everyone. Now we can all actually talk about it and really discuss it. Do we really need it and all that? Because, oh yeah, we're definitely doing a comparison. Of course, it makes sense. I did get this fragrance back at its worldwide release back in the fall because it was sent to me, and I'm happy about that because it was definitely on my radar. And last, I've had it since then. So that was October when I got it. It is now May. So it's been several months, and we have spent some time with this fragrance, and I have my thoughts fully formed. Let's get into the notes of this fragrance as well as pricing and sizing, you know, the normal specs. So let's talk about notes. We have Amalfi lemon, Calabrian bergamot. We have Brazilian orange and ginger. Then we have middle notes of green apple, melon, pear, cloves, Guatemalan cardamom, Madagascar cinnamon, and then we have base notes of musk, amber, Madagascar vanilla, and then we have woodsy notes. So one thing I will say, at first I'm like, okay, I still see the fruits. The main thing that sticks out to me in this fragrance, and that is definitely different from the OG in my opinion, is that there are spices in this fragrance. So I want to note that. So if anybody's like, what's the main difference? It's the spices in here. So let's talk about sizing and pricing. This fragrance currently comes in 2 sizes at the moment. It comes in a 50 ml size, which is like my OG Erba Pura. This is a 50 ml bottle, and a 50 ml retails for $200 at the moment. Then there is the 100 ml size, and that is the size I actually have Erba Gold in. That's what this looks like, and I will hold them up so you can see them in comparison. The 100 ml size, by the way, retails for $300. So there's a $100 difference in the sizes and pricing. Just want to put that out there, and this is what they look like when you hold them up. So yes, there is a difference. The bottle style is the same, just of course this one is bigger because it's more juice. So now let's talk about what I get from this fragrance. Yes, I have been wearing it. I'm wearing it multiple times over several months, but I don't know, I always like to do a fresh spray so I can give fresh impressions on it. Okay, this is in the air. So let's talk about Erba Gold, y'all. So for me, the melon and the pear stick out the most to me, and there is a bit of a brightness in the opening with this scent for sure. That is on paper, absolutely. But I gotta say, y'all, one thing about those spicier notes I talked about, that cardamom and that cinnamon, those notes to me come out more so on the dry down, and particularly like on skin. Since I've been wearing this, it comes out later on the skin after the brightness notes wears off. So this is a scent that is not linear. There is a journey with this scent. It goes from brightness to spicy. So that is really what I get from this fragrance. It does not remain a total fruit basket in my opinion, again, because of those spicier notes. So there is a journey here. So for those that are looking for a fragrance that has a little bit of personality, it's not going to be linear, I think you will enjoy this. Oh, and I gotta admit, yes, the musk is still in the scent. The infamous musk that is in Xerjoff fragrances, particularly in the Erba Pura line and all that. The musk is in here, but it's not loud. It's not super duper loud. It's more refined. And overall, the scent is very well blended. It's smooth to me. So that's definitely what I get on paper as well as when I wear it on my body. And now let's get into everyone's favorite part of the review, which is the rating system. The mood of Erba Gold, y'all. The mood of Erba Gold to me, in my opinion, I finally figured this out. I just figured it out. This is best suited for if it's like a warm day, but the evening of that warm day. So say a summer night, that is the best way to put that. Where it's still slightly warm, but there's a little bit of coolness in the air. That is this scent. And it's again because of the fact that this fragrance is a combination of fruitiness and spices. It's like versatile. Shall I say this is actually a transition scent? It would be excellent as a transition scent for that reason. It's very interesting. Like I said, I really, more so for me, it's not the fruits of this scent, it's the spices in here that make it for me. So for that reason, I think this is excellent for, like I say, it's been warm, but then it cools off. That's the mood of this scent. Definitely think like if you're hanging out around, say like a pit fire, you just maybe doing some s'mores or something in the summer, but you know, you maybe have like a hoodie on because it's a little cool that night, it's a little bit of a breeze. That is that mood to me. So I'm feeling that. Now let's talk about the strength of this fragrance. The strength of Erba Gold to me is a solid 7, meaning it's above average. It's doing definitely more than enough, but it's also not overdoing it. So it's not a beast mode fragrance to me. Again, this is very smooth, very well blended. So it's not uber loud. It's definitely not. Now let's talk about the longevity of this fragrance. And this is the one I was like, let me really figure this one out. I had to play with it a little bit. It took a few months to figure this out. Longevity out of Erba Gold, I get about 5 to 6 hours. Yes, 5 to 6 solid hours has been my experience whenever I wear this scent. Because I've noticed after about that 5 to 6 hour mark, it becomes a skin scent where I can smell some of the spices and some of the musk. The fruity notes for me are completely gone at that point. So if I want to, again, experience that fruitier opening, I'm going to have to refresh the scent. So I just want to put that out there. But if you just don't mind something that's a little bit more softer, closer to the skin, more of a skin scent, you can just let it ride out. Because it's still there, but again, it's not as pronounced and as loud. So 5 to 6 hours for the longevity is what I get. Last category, is this a compliment getting fragrance? And for Erba Gold, I have to say no. This is a scent you gotta wear for you, in my experience and in my opinion. This is definitely one that I decide to wear. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm gonna wear it today because one thing I have noticed, the head elf, he's not a fan of anything with a lot of musk in it, particularly like the fruity musk situation. No, so it's a no for him. Then like I said, I've worn it out and about. I've worn it in other situations, of course, outside the home and things. And just in different situations, it's not really commented on per se. And it doesn't get a reaction. So again, this is one that I wear for me. So if I'm looking for a compliment, if I'm going to an event or something, I'm really trying to like shut it down and turn heads. For me, I would not pick Erba Gold for that reason. I wouldn't. Like, again, it's nice for me to wear just to put something on, but is it a showstopper? It's not. So I'm not gonna hype it up like that. It's nice, it is good, it's smoother. I appreciate all of that, but you know, she's cool. But again, she's not going to shut it down. She's not main character energy. She's not that. And now for everyone's favorite part, I'm pretty sure, is the comparison to the OG Erba Pura. And the main question, okay, if you already have Erba Pura, do you need Erba Gold? And we're gonna answer that. So to be fair, I'm gonna go ahead and spray some of my original Erba Pura out so I can compare it. Although my thoughts are fully formed. But alas, I just always have to do a fresh spray. So main thing, somebody's gonna ask, okay, what's the real difference? In my opinion, in comparison to original Erba Pura, in my opinion, Erba Gold is a smoother experience. This is way smoother. It's not as loud, in my opinion. Now, if you want something a little bit more louder, a little bit more show-stopping, more in your face, some people say it's too much. I don't think it's too much. I think it's doing just enough. Then Erba Pura is the one for you. So again, this one does not ruffle the feathers. This one causes all of the commotion. So that is the main thing for its like strength and projection. I can tell y'all that right now. Yeah. I'm smelling the OG right now. Yeah. Yeah, the OG, she's a conversation starter. She ruffles the feathers. I mean, she's an icon for a reason. Well, she's technically unisex, let me say that. And by the way, Erba Gold, if I did not say this, Erba Gold is also unisex as well. Both of these are unisex scents, so no issue, no difference there in my opinion. Perfectly unisex. It's just gotta enjoy something fruity. But I look at the notes too, y'all, in comparison with the like OG. So OG Erba Pura, this is a straight up fruit basket is what it is. It's orange, lemon, bergamot. It literally has fruit basket written up officially, y'all, on their website. So when people say that about Erba Pura, it's not them just being like, not just saying something, just saying, no, that's really how they have it written up. It's meant to be a fruit basket. And then there's a musk in here and there is some vanilla. But the main thing, y'all, the original one, she loud. She's loud. And then, okay, so let me also say this too, season-wise, in my opinion, because of the fact the original OG Erba Pura is fruitier, it's literally a fruit basket, I prefer her for spring and summer, whereas because of Erba Gold has those spicier notes in here, even though there is fruity notes and its brightness, but those spices in here that dry down, I prefer her more so late summer going into fall, winter for that reason. So Erba Gold, in my opinion, would be better suited for it. It's cold weather, but you want something fruity still, but it's still gonna kind of like mesh with the season. I think Erba Gold is better for cooler weather. Believe it or not, I had people try to argue me down about that, but I'm like, it's all in the notes. It's all in the notes. And on my skin, the spices come through. So for that reason, when I think spices, especially like cardamom and stuff, oh, that's fall and winter to me. So I just want to point that out. Whereas with original Erba Pura, this is fruit. Fruit and musk is what it is. And I just think it goes in the summertime. I've worn it with the sundress, worn it outside. This one definitely commands outside attention because she's louder. That is like the main thing. So like I said, spring and summer, fall and winter if I just want to break it up. But I also have to say this now, which one is easier to wear? Oh, hands down, Erba Gold is easier to wear because again, it's smoother and it's not as loud. Whereas to me, OG Erba Pura right here, you have to wear her when you know you stepping out. You have to wear her when you're in the mood to wear her because she loud. She's just loud. She does the most, but I like that. I mean, it's main character energy and that is the original. So it's just a matter of your mood to me. If you're not trying to do too much, you're trying to do enough, Erba Gold, but if you're trying to shut it down, Erba Pura. So all in all, to say they are not the same scent to me, yes, obviously they are related because they are within the same family. Hello, the Erba family. But to me, they are different enough to have both. They are absolutely different enough to have both, especially if you like the fruity DNA with the musk. I absolutely think you will enjoy this because a lot of fragrances literally have that type of Erba Pura DNA now because this scent is an icon, it's a pioneer. So if you like those type of DNAs, you absolutely want to check out Erba Gold for sure. So all in all, I'm happy I have both and I'm glad I understand Erba Gold more now. Again, it took some time. We've had her for a few months, but now we understand her. So that is my comparison of the two. When I think about it, Erba Pura needs its own like solid dedicated review like we just did now. I need to do that. But last of all, back to the star, which is Erba Gold. I do enjoy her now that I understand her. And that's again, she's not linear. She does take you on a journey. So for that reason, it's true niche perfumery. Xerjoff is going to do that, but it's also well blended, which they going to do that too. Love that about the house. So Erba Gold, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think about this fragrance. Have you smelled Erba Gold? A lot of time, I've seen a lot of samples come out in like orders and things. So it's easy to get a sample of, or you can purchase a sample, whatnot. Again, it's readily available everywhere now. So it's not as hard to get. So highly recommend checking it out, especially if you love the original Erba Pura, but you want something, you want the DNA a little tweaked a little bit. I think you'll like it. Let me know what you think. And as always, I will catch y'all in the next video.